Hello folks, it's Dom here, and today we have a monsters deck. Ooh, very nice. And I wanted to make a deck around Witcher's Sabbath, because it's a very interesting card in my opinion. Summoning up to the 3 highest power units in your opponent's graveyard, and then you summon up to 3 of your highest power monsters, and give them all doomed. So, what we've got here is a deck which is all about getting out some big, strong units, like Old Spear Tip and She Who Knows. And yeah, it's been really fun to play. I've had a few good games of it. Today we got one against Scoia'tael, and as you can tell, the deck's not just about having these huge units, but it's also about basically removing your opponent's side of the board. So you've got things like Gaunter Dim to give your opponent's units doomed. You've got the Caretaker to purify units which have Veil, or maybe Defender to reach other units you want to get rid of. So it's also like a kind of, you know, Hearts of Stone deck as well, which is quite nice. You've also got things like Xavier and Bleeding Effigy, things like that to empty the grave. See, we did originally run Bloody Mistress instead of Old Spear Tip, just so we could get this to target golds. But with Xavier and Squirrels, you can usually get enough to target them anyway. But yeah, this is the deck. I hope you guys do go on to enjoy this. And without further ado, let's just get on with the video. Here we go. I think we're up against Scoia'tael. Yes, it's hand buff. Okay. Quite a strong thing to be up against, but you know, we've got one fancy little technique, and that's hopefully going to get us through this entire game. Natural Selection could be good to get rid of their annoying little buggers. Fortune Teller is obviously nice for Doomed. We got a right hand here. Let's work with this. Because, I mean, obviously with Witcher's Sabbath, we're playing our biggest cards multiple times. So we'll get down Cave Troll and big fancy Lamp Djinn. The thing is, we know they're going to want to have a long round here to get lots of buffs, because that's pretty much their game plan. Okay.
Did you insist?
Now, She Who Knows is always a very fun little opener with this deck, because you get lots of value off. We're obviously going to want to get rid of that, so Fortune Teller's going to give it Doomed. Or, of course, ooh. Yeah, no, I know what I'm going to do. We're going to Caretaker. Because now we can get right past that Cave Troll. Of course, it's good value, and we don't have Bloody Mistress in deck anymore to get rid of golds. We had to take it out just for Old Spear Tip. It's a really odd one to kind of work with. Okay.
Give me a bloody moment. Need to catch me breath.
So, we have to do front row, don't we, for this? Yeah.
Oh my, your lifeline. So short. Just look.
Just means that they don't get, anything fancy going on.
Tap your foot.
Okay,
Come on, give it a lash. Sing along.
This might be something different to what we were expecting. They are going to discard 2 cards though, so we can kind of... Oh, no, it's not. It's put back, isn't it? Never mind. I'm thinking of Skellige, where they just start discarding like mad. So let's get big value down. She Who Knows. And do we Force of Nature really kind of knock it down? Show that this is our turf. Because we now got Woodland Spirit in the graveyard. So... Okay, we take the first round. And this sets up very well for what we've got coming up. course, Squirrel's good for getting rid of their golds. We'll get rid of Witch Apprentice. We kind of want to draw Mumana, or even Gauntro Dim, I suppose. I mean, I guess now the Neuromancy's free to grab whatever. So we'll get down a Lesser Witch, and then we can start to work on some fancy plays. Basically, if anything big goes into their graveyard, we just get rid of it. Geralt of Rivia, ooh. To be honest, that's kind of fine. We're okay seeing that.
Come, I shall see you to sleep.
Going for another hand buff. Thing is, we want to make sure we got good value, so we'll probably Old Spear Tip next. It also means that Witcher's Sabbath can make the most of him twice. We can't actually get rid of Dunker, so we'll have to play into it for now. Just hope it doesn't hit their Torug or Torque, however the frick you want to say him. We'll just play for a few more turns, and then yeah, we'll just... Oh, Karafi Heat... That is a horrid Karafi Heatwave target. Because it now means that we can't get our best card back. There's nothing even in the graveyard we want to banish, which is the issue. And there's nothing really big for us to Bleeding Effigy. It's not a fun situation, to be honest. Unless we Witcher's Sabbath now, and that's really committing to this second round. But to be fair, I mean, it gets them 2 cards, which it plays into them. You know what, we'll Squirrel actually, because I'm looking at this. Snowdrop isn't something we want them to have. Xavier can get rid of Dunker next round. But then we'll only be getting one thing currently from, yeah, that little conundrum.
Was it so ploughing crummy in Nilfgaard?
Right, I don't know exactly how Mamuna works, but we're going to try it as if it's how I think.
Hush, hush, children.
I don't know if the Sabbath... We'll do it in the way I think it is. Which is now that the row's 25. Yeah, okay, it is. It is, right. I'm not being dumb. That worked how I wanted it to. The thing is, they've actually got some somewhat chunky units. See, something like Rowdy Dwarf would be something that we'd really optimally want them to be hitting with Witcher's Sabbath. Right, it's unlikely that they can do it in one. Yeah, see, that was big, but it wasn't enough, and we are going to have to leave it there. We need to get out this round. Mainly so Xavier has enough turn to kind of empty their grave. Or empty it of the things that are annoying for us to see return. That should...
Humans are scum. I prefer elves, dwarves, pixies even.
I mean, that was the best target for them to hit, I think. Oh no, because Sabbath, so it doesn't decrease it. Never mind, that was... It's good to see, because it means they now need to play another turn. Oh wait, did they actually pass the turn? Okay, they didn't pass the turn yet. I spoke too soon. Oh no, wait, they did. Okay, that is a save then. There we go. Gives us a bit more time to get rid of a few more of their cards. As Cat Witch is a very annoying one to return for them. We should probably get a few more units, to be honest. Get rid of a Bleeding Effigy. Or we could just get rid of a natural selection as well. Yeah, that works. See, the werewolves are good because it's something they can't interact with. So we want to get rid of Cat Witcher, and then Xavier can get rid of... I can get rid of Dunker, but we kind of have to leave one of them so we can get 3 units. Clearly their tactic is going to be to ranged is allied movement. So, go on Gaunter, let's go with that. Because they're probably going to have 2 of these in hand, as their deck has got Snowdrop in, so they've probably been mulliganing for a better hand. Yeah.
Yeah,
so.
I work for the pointy ears. Better than working for humans.
And we can also now get rid of that. And then Xavier can start eating up the Cat Witches. Well, it eats 1, Bleeding Effigy gets rid of another. We get rid of... There we go, it's a bit of their removal gone. Nice to see.
Pain serves a purpose.
Okay.
Dole! Blathana!
I mean, I can only assume... Get rid of Cat Witcher here. And we want to get Mantlet. It's either 1 point extra or they can't buff cards in hand. I mean, we're playing it right at the end, so we got to figures. There you go. Because they now get 11 points from it. We get like 30 something. Get down a werewolf for immunity. Go like Karathi Heatwave. See, the thing is, this deck's also quite good against things like Skellige because it just empties the graveyard.
We didn't taint the mutation process.
Right, and now I believe if we just kind of focus on... If we go back row...
Taking up a
Shield.
Would you like an
There
hour
we
to
go.
head instead?
Oh, wait, I've just realised that. We gave them all buffs, but... Yeah, no. There we go. Take the win with our relics returning for the Sabbath. And that's something you probably don't usually see. I hope you guys have enjoyed it. If you did, like and subscribe, and I'll see you next time.